Hi guys, welcome back to the Curl Factory. It's Raquel. Today I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why I don't use heat on my hair. I'm somebody who has had heat damage. I am very careful when it comes to heat. I usually use heat on my hair once a year just to do a length check. I've reached my length goal, so I'm not using heat on my hair. It's been about a year and a half since I've used actual heat, and when I'm talking about heat, I mean blow drying and flat ironing. I'm not talking about diffusing. If you're somebody who does use heat on your hair, that's cool. If you know a safe way to use it, that's fine as well. Again, I'm sharing my journey. I'm sharing the things that I'm doing on my journey, and heat is something that I strongly am an advocate of staying away from, but I'm going to share with you my reasons why I stay away from heat. But before we do that, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. Now, the first reason I don't use heat is simply because I'm afraid. As I said earlier, I've had heat damage. I've seen what my hair looks like with heat damage and what it looks like when there is no heat damage, and I'm just not going to risk it. I'm just generally afraid. I know you can use heat protectants. I know there's safer ways to use it. When I do use heat, as I mentioned, or did once a year, I use the tension method. I'm someone who's very afraid of heat, so I avoid it. Another reason I don't use heat, or the second reason, is breakage. If you guys can think back to when you used to blow dry your hair, there were always small little pieces of hair on the floor and you had to sweep them up or wipe them up. That was actually your hair breaking. So for somebody who has a lot of shrinkage is part of my journey. I'm somebody who wants more length. I was like, my hair can't break. How can I avoid my hair from breaking? And for me, staying away from heat really helped with the length of my hair, helped me to grow my hair to my goal length, and basically just avoid breakage. The third reason I don't use heat is basically moisture. As a curly girl, moisture is something that is key to my journey, and I found that when I use heat, my hair is more dry or drier than when I don't. And you'll find that if you blow dry and flat iron your hair, you can have a lot of flyaways, sticking up, which is basically your hair standing, screaming out for moisture. Then what we've learned is you take a silicone and then you use the silicone to basically put those flyaways down. Then when you go back and wet your hair and you want to be a curly girl again, you find that your hair is just dry, your ends are dry. And I found that going between wearing your hair curly and wearing your hair dry, that moisture just lacks, and people are having a lot of problems with moisture. And I found that staying away from heat helps to leave my hair hydrated, soft, manageable. I don't have a moisture problem with my hair, therefore I don't have a lot of frizz, although frizz really isn't a problem for me. If you're using heat as well, when you go back to wearing your hair curly, frizz is going to be a big problem that you have. I know frizz is natural. I know there's nothing anyone can do to tame frizz, but if you're using heat, you're adding and making your hair even more frizzier. And actually that brought me to my fourth point, which was basically the frizz. If you're using heat on your hair, you're going to find that you have a whole lot of frizz. That's going to be a very big problem that you have, simply because moisture. So point number 3 and 4 are actually linked, the moisture as well as the frizz. And the last reason, basically for me, I find that when my hair is straight, I look like a different person and I feel like a different person. Curly hair for me has so much of character, and one of the reasons that I don't use heat on my hair is because I enjoy my curly hair and I enjoy how much of character that it has and that I can actually show people. I generally love my curly hair. I've come to a point where I'm accepting it, I'm happy with it, and I just don't see a need to have my hair sleek or just basically blow dried anymore. And guys, those are the 5 reasons why I don't use heat on my hair. It's my journey, my personal reasons. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really an advocate for staying away from heat. So I hope this video helps somebody. Drop your comments down below. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again. Take care.